So Trump announced his running mate for the election. It's JD Vance, if you haven't already heard. Yeah. So the weird thing about this one is JD Vance was kind of, he'd said some things, some disparaging things about Trump earlier on, and flipped. So I mean, I'm always about that. People that you can flip your opinion as long as it's as long as it doesn't come as long as it comes with information as opposed to just feelings. I just decided I'm going to flip my opinion based on some feelings. But this seems like he did it for all the right reasons. This is NPR. It says Trump names Ohio Senator J.D. Vance as vice presidential running mate. So Republican Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, who once called former President Donald Trump, just write it better. He's the former Donald Trump. Once called Donald Trump America's Hitler, but is now one of his most vocal supporters in Congress, has been named Trump's 2024 vice presidential pick. Ahead of the official nomination of the vice president in Milwaukee on the first day of the Republican convention, Trump posted on Truth Social that he was choosing Vance. As vice president, JD will continue to fight for our Constitution, stand with our troops, and will do everything he can to help me make America great again, Trump said in a two-part post. Vance was born in Middleton, Ohio, and served in the Marine Corps for 4 years after graduating high school in 2003. He graduated from The Ohio State University and Yale Law School before becoming an investment banker in California. He rose to national prominence in 2016 with his widely read and widely criticized memoir, Hillbilly Elegy, which detailed his white working class upbringing and the hollowed out Rust Belt beset by addiction, poverty, and despair. Okay, so going on a little bit about him. So he says, but in Trump's world, past statements are almost never fatal if overwritten by present and future actions. Vance has morphed into a key Trump ally since taking office and an omnipresent surrogate during his New York hush money trial. In the aftermath of the assassination attempt against Trump at a Pennsylvania rally on Saturday, Vance blamed President Joe Biden for the attack. Today is not just some isolated incident, Vance wrote on Twitter, X. The central premise of the Biden campaign is that President Donald Trump is an authoritarian fascist who must be stopped at all costs. That rhetoric led directly to President Trump's attempted assassination. Yeah, let's be real. Of course it did. You can't say shit like this all the time to influential or easily influenced people and expect you're not going to get some kind of hyper reaction. Of course, the 80% of us, I would estimate, that are sensible hear this kind of rhetoric and we're like, well, whatever. But that other 20% that are just a little bit, aloof upstairs, they hear that kind of shit and they go, no, we got to do something. We got to do something. We got to go and protest this guy and we got to stop him because he's gonna kill democracy. So this is kind of shit that you end up getting a loner kid, takes it upon himself to be the hero, right? Because realistically, he's probably got nothing else better going on in his life. Let me see what else to say here. Vance's selection doesn't explicitly widen Trump's appeal to a broader range of voters, but signals a doubling down on the former president's dire vision of an America that's under attack and a country that is unlikely to exist if he does not win. In a recent Fox News interview, Vance said he was once critical of Trump, but his time in office proved him wrong. It's about the success of Trump's presidency, Vance said in a Fox News interview that was part of a series profiling potential VP picks. But I also think his presidency revealed, at least to me, how corrupt the media was. It taught me a very important lesson of how the media lies. See, and that's I think it's a lot of why people have kind of swung back, or the pendulum swung back towards Trump, because people realize that all the bullshit they're saying about him is just that, and then, you just get people that were kind of on the fence, or people that, and then obviously when they're seeing the current president having cognitive issues like crazy, they're like, well, you know what's if you don't offer a better candidate, we're going to go with the guy that was in power for 4 years and really didn't do anything crazy, like you said he would, right? So you can say all you want at this point and say he's going to do this and that and the other, but there's no proof to say that he's going to do that because he never did it. So, that's what the media does. They're just creating more and more Trump supporters at this point. So good on you, I guess.